Happiness, something that comes and goes like a tree making noise in the forest. I I don't think I did that right. But anyways, how's it going everybody? Welcome back to another video, and today we are going to be talking about one of the best and worst pieces of news that you have heard or will hear in your entire life. And no, I am not exaggerating at all. Okay? Something that will make you so happy, yet so very sad. TBATE, the beginning after the end. The manhwa that puts 99.999% of all other isekais to shame is getting an anime. Yes, the TBATE, the beginning after the end. The manhwa that you, me, your neighbor's best friend's dog's cousin's sister's mother, and their father have all just been on our knees pleading, begging to see animated, to either combat all of the solo leveling glazers or just show the world how good manhwa truly is, has had its official announcement to get an anime in 2025 with a teaser trailer that will make you kind of wish you went back in time and never heard the news about TBATE getting an anime, so you didn't have to be filled with this much disappointment and hatred towards the world. Now, before we get into this analysis, and if you have no idea what TBATE is about, there should be a video popping up in the top corner there where I talked about TBATE in some more detail, so don't hesitate to click that button. Maybe go watch that and then come back to this video. But basically, to quickly sum up the premise of TBATE, the beginning after the end is a story that follows Arthur Lewin. Though he wasn't always Arthur Lewin, he was formerly known as King Gray, one of the dopest dudes the world has ever seen. And upon his death, he wakes up as a baby in the presence of his mother and father. Accompanied by the memories of his previous life, King Gray chooses to live his life to the fullest and be loved and surrounded by the friends and family he was void of in his previous life. But in a fantasy world of magic and swordsmanship, power is ultimately everything. And with this in mind, Arthur knows that he must get strong enough to protect those around him, marking the beginning after the end. Such a wonderful story that has yet to reach its conclusion, currently sitting at 427 light novel chapters with 190 manhwa chapters. You notice anything different? We got a Halloween tree and the walls are different colors? What do you think? I think it looks pretty snazzy. I think it provides some contrast, you know? Now we just got to get lights and a lot of statues. You know what would be cool is like a fan mail closet door, but I don't know. I don't see that happening anytime soon. But hey, a guy can dream, can't he? Now, if you're already an avid anime watcher, I assume you've already checked out Mushoku Tensei, and if not, I'm sure you've at least heard of it. Well, basically, TBATE is everything that Mushoku Tensei isn't. The main character of TBATE was formerly a king, whereas Rudius was, well, you and I both know what Rudius was. Don't make me say it. But with similar upbringings and starts between each story, this difference in previous lives shows a resounding difference in attitudes between both of the main characters. And honestly, they say comparison is the thief of joy, but being born in a time where we can compare such great stories together and see how one would change a bit if a different person got isekai'd is actually just so good. I think we're both lucky and unlucky to be born in this time period. I'm sorry, I'm rambling on and making it sound like these stories are practically identical when they are definitely not. They just have very similar beginnings, like strikingly similar beginnings. Overpowered baby. Well, now that you know what TBATE is, I'll give you a moment to cheer for the fact that it got an anime adaptation. Woohoo! Yeah! Come on. Did you get it out of your system yet? I really hope you did, because I want you to enjoy this moment. Before you know anything else, TBATE is getting an anime. Because it is time to crush your hopes and dreams. I'll do so with a little clip first, though. Alright, now this one. Oh, if you couldn't tell already, TBATE is getting animated by Studio ACAT. Oh, you don't know what Studio ACAT is? Well, Let me tell you a bit about Studio ACAT. CGI Fest. Studio CGI. Studio, none of my animes have reached 7 stars on my anime list. Studio, I made that anime about that demon general that was actually a human that had an ungodly amount of CGI that came out like last season. Studio, get ready for disappointment. Sorry, was that too much? No, I don't think it was. Studio, we actually have zero passion for the work that we do, so we decided to take one of the best pieces of literature the world has ever seen and potentially turn it into the most accursed abomination known to man. Studio ACAT. My heart just hurts so much. So really, any hope that you had for the TBATE anime should be just about all gone now. Like initially, when I saw the tweet, I couldn't research more of it because I was at work. So I just saw it, started cheering, got back to doing what I was doing. I couldn't dive too much into detail on watching the teaser trailer and seeing who was animating it and stuff. So my expectations were way up there, sitting at 9, maybe 10. But after hearing what studio is animating it, going to look back on some of their other works, and watching the teaser trailer, my expectations have took a sharp turn the other way. Probably sitting at about a 4. Maybe that's a little too much. About a 4, okay? That's about my expectations now. But on the bright side, it seems like it will look pretty cool. Okay, I know nothing's going to look cool when you have that garbage CGI, but based on the trailer, both King Gray and Arthur do look pretty dope. No matter how much you hate Studio ACAT, they look kind of sick. And hey, maybe the studio will end up blowing us away with a perfect adaptation. I'm sorry, I'm really just grasping at straws now. With a studio like this that is so reliant on CGI animating TBATE, I can do nothing but make sure you do not keep your hopes very high. Because me personally, I always like to try and stay positive and look at things on the bright side. But in the case of this, I just can't do it. I am really just so upset. One of the best stories out there might get completely ruined, and there is nothing that we can do about it. But hey, at least TBATE's getting animated. Am I right? No, I'm not right. I might be alone in saying this, but I'd rather have no anime than a completely botched anime. On that note, I am going to wrap up this video here. Thank you all so much for watching this video, and if you enjoyed, please do not hesitate to hit the subscribe button, leave a like, and your comments down below, and become a part of the sect today by joining the Discord, where you'll get notified when I post. I hope you all have a wonderful day, night, morning, afternoon, sunrise, sunset, whatever time it is for you. I hope you have a great one, because you deserve it. I love you all so much, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye! And if Studio ACAT ends up coming out with like the best anime adaptation you could ever want from TBATE, I will come on here and give out my most heartfelt apologies. So please, please prove me wrong.